Feeling anxious in love? You're not alone. Do you feel uneasy when your partner pulls away or doesn't text back, constantly seeking reassurance? Understanding your anxious attachment style could be the first step to healing. We'll explore what anxious attachment is, where it comes from, and how to create secure relationships. Love and belonging start with understanding ourselves. Let's dive in. Anxious attachment stems from a deep fear of abandonment, often rooted in childhood experiences where emotional needs were inconsistently met. This attachment style develops when a child feels unsure about the availability or responsiveness of their caregiver. It manifests as craving closeness, hypersensitivity to rejection, and a constant need for reassurance in relationships. These feelings often lead to emotional highs and lows, creating a cycle of anxiety and relief. Imagine a child unsure when their parent will soothe them. This unpredictability creates a sense of insecurity. Over time, this uncertainty shapes their future relationships, making them fear abandonment and crave validation. As adults, we unconsciously seek reassurance, replaying those early patterns in our interactions with others. But here's the key: this isn't a flaw or a weakness. It's a natural response to early experiences. It's a survival mechanism from our past, designed to help us adapt to an unpredictable environment. Understanding this helps us see it's not our fault, but rather a reflection of how we learn to cope. Nor does it mean we're broken. It simply means we're human, shaped by our experiences. It reflects how we learn to connect in an unpredictable environment, and with awareness, we can grow beyond it. Awareness is the first step to healing. It's about pausing and observing your thoughts, emotions, and reactions without judgment. This is where transformation begins. Recognizing your attachment style isn't about blame. It's about self-compassion. It's about understanding the patterns that shape your relationships and giving yourself the grace to grow. Have you ever panicked when your partner didn't text back? Or felt a wave of fear that something was wrong even when there was no evidence? Or spiraled into thoughts like, "They don't love me anymore"? These thoughts can feel overwhelming, but they're often rooted in past experiences, not present reality. These are common triggers for anxious attachment. They're signals, not truths, and recognizing them is the first step toward change. Awareness allows us to communicate needs in healthier ways. It helps us pause, reflect, and choose responses that align with our values and goals. Instead of reacting from fear, try saying, "I notice I get anxious when I don't hear from you, and I'm working on it." This opens the door to understanding and connection. Then make a request that helps you feel secure. For example, you might say, "It would help me if we could check in once a day." Small steps like these build trust and nurture growth. How do we create security within ourselves? It starts with understanding that true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. Start with small, intentional practices. Light a candle, set an intention, or take a moment to ground yourself in the present. When anxiety rises, take a deep breath. Notice your body and how it feels. Let the breath guide you back to calmness. Write down your thoughts without judgment. Let the words flow freely. Challenge anxious thoughts by asking if they're truly valid. Pause before jumping to conclusions like, "They don't care." Reflect on the situation with curiosity instead of assumption. Ask yourself, what's the evidence? Could they just be busy? Reframing your thoughts can bring clarity and ease. True security comes from within. Soothe yourself, build self-worth, and trust you're worthy of love. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and growth. This journey is about showing yourself the love you give to others. Recognize that you are worthy of secure, loving relationships. Your past doesn't define your future. There will be setbacks. But every time you choose self-compassion over criticism, you're rewiring for deeper connection. You're brave for doing this work, and you are not alone. Awareness is your superpower. By understanding your attachment style, you're closer to secure, loving connections. Healing is possible, and you are worthy of love. What resonated with you today? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this was helpful, like and subscribe for more on cultivating healthy relationships.